What's going on, everybody? Welcome in TV Sports 27, and we got some more WWE 2K22 here for you guys as we're inching ever closer to the big party, the biggest party of the summer at SummerSlam, the end of the month. And coming up, we got a bunch of exciting streams coming your way. We got this episode of SmackDown, which is going to have the Seth Rollins and AJ Styles Intercontinental Championship Tournament Finals. We are also going to have main event coming up. And then we got NXT Bash at the Beach. It's our second NXT broadcast. We did NXT in your house previously. We got NXT Bash at the Beach. And then we got Raw. We got another episode of SmackDown. And then we have SummerSlam Throwback, which will be a Patreon exclusive. Bret Hart versus British Bulldog, Brock Lesnar in the First Blood match, the Triple Threat TLC match. You're going to have a lot of awesome stuff. Hogan versus Shawn Michaels, and then Sunday Night Heat, and the SummerSlam pay-per-view Sunday Night Heat will be the kickoff, which will also be a Patreon exclusive, and SummerSlam broadcasted in full right here on the channel. Before we get started, we always want to hit you with those plugs off the top. Follow along with us here on YouTube. If you aren't already, hit that subscribe button and join along. Watch the streams. Watch all the archived content as the streams go into the archives, and you guys can check them out. We also have our Twitter page, TV Sports 27 on Twitter, and we encourage you guys to follow us over there. That's how you'll know when we're going live, when we're going to be streaming. We usually post over there on Twitter of when we're going to stream. And we also post over there when we upload new content to our Patreon page. And a quick update for Patreon, it is the beginning of the month. So we have put our poll up for the month of October for our mega fans and our ultra fans, for you guys to shape the channel and to let me know what you guys want to see on the channel in the month of October. So if you're a mega fan or a super fan, you can, or I should say an ultra fan. I got to get my tiers remembered. It's the mega fan or the ultra fan. You guys can determine what you want to see on the channel throughout the month of October. We want to thank our new patrons that have been joining in. We've had a lot of hype and a lot of talk, a lot of excitement about the 8-man tag team match, the Legends 8-man tag team match that we had as an exclusive dark match to Patreon. Tonight's Patreon exclusive is going to be kind of a follow-up from what we saw in that 8-man tag. If you guys saw the action over on Patreon, you saw poor Damien Priest. He got put through the ringer, surviving because of his teammates, finishing move after finishing move. So in tonight's Patreon exclusive dark match here on SmackDown, it is going to be Damien Priest going one-on-one with The Undertaker. A bit of a dream match. Patreon exclusive dark match. We're going to film it right after this stream and put it up on Patreon for all our patrons. If you're a historian, a super fan, a mega fan, or an ultra fan, you guys get that content for free if you're a member of our Patreon page. We have also, in addition to putting up the poll for what you guys want to see in the month of October, we have started to upload our MLB, our Houston Astros fantasy draft. We did 4 seasons of that on our previous YouTube channel. Unfortunately, we only have access to about a season and a half because a lot of that was lost to the great YouTube gods when the great purging happened a couple of years ago. So if any of you guys from my old YouTube channel have access to the rest of that content, let me know and hit me up and pass that along to me, because Season 3 and Season 4 is when we won the World Series back-to-back. So exciting times there. I might have some stats from that. Maybe I could post some stat books or something. But we uploaded the first 4 episodes of the Houston Astros fantasy draft from MLB 2K10. So if you want to go a little old school, our old YouTube channel, all that content going up right now. That's about an extra hour and a half of bonus content uploaded on Patreon, plus the Patreon exclusive Undertaker versus Damien Priest that we're going to put up. So check us out, patreon.com/tvsports27, and check out all the big content and stuff that we got up there. So let's kick off Friday Night SmackDown. We're looking in the chat here. We got KJ, we got Eli, we got Zach joining in off the bat. Glad to have you guys here. want to thank all the new patrons as well that have been joining in at the historian level. We haven't had any of the shout-out sign-ups yet, so no shout-outs quite yet. But I know some of you guys joining in for that historian level. We thank you for that commitment. Not only are we able to give you guys the bonus content, but as we said, it really helps the channel keep us going. It allows us the time to be able to stream with you guys. You know, we got Denver, Colorado. Yeah, Broncos country. The patron subscription, as we mentioned, allows us to buy the new games, the new consoles, the new content, and allows us to continue to stream with you guys. So, we're going to kick off SmackDown, and this is a match we kind of talked about previously. I think this is going to be a little interesting matchup. So, you guys know that we've had the kind of four-way tag team battle as of late. We're going to have a triple threat match here. And it's going to be kind of the buddies of the other members of the tag team. So we got MVP, who's the leader of the Hurt Business. He's going to be in this thing. We're going to have Xavier Woods, who's part of the New Day. You know, I wouldn't call him the third man. He's just another part of the New Day. He's in the mix. And we're also going to have the man that's kind of been putting the universe mode on fire here, Jordan Devlin, who's been loosely associated with RK Bro. I think we can pretty much say that it's official at this point that we're going to have the four-way tag team match between the New Day, the Hurt Business, RK Bro, and the Conspiracy coming up at SummerSlam. I'm going to control Devlin in this one. See if we can't keep his win streak going. Zach Green says, today is my birthday. Happy birthday, buddy. Everyone wish Zach Green a happy birthday in the comments down below. Someone buy a Zach Green a Patreon subscription. That'd be a good birthday gift, right? Happy birthday, my friend. Coming up at noon, I'm going to be watching the Florida Gators Eastern Washington game. I'm pretty hyped about that, being an Eagles fan such as I am. See how they do against the Gators. Big road trip for them. But this is SmackDown. And a birthday SmackDown for Zach.
The contest is a triple threat match. Making his way to the ring, representing the New Day, from Atlanta, Georgia, weighing in at 205 pounds, Xavier Woods.
Tag team division's got a lot of tough teams fighting for who's going to be the next challengers. We know the Usos and Happy Go Lucky are going to be battling coming up at SummerSlam for the Tag Team Championships. That was because the Usos defeated T-Bar and Mace in the cage match at Extreme Rules. But then you got to look at it. You also got the Natural Disasters, who've continued to win left and right. We saw Typhoon attack Killshot on Monday Night Raw. So we know the Natural Disasters are going to be next in line. And then you have to imagine whoever wins the Fatal 4-Way Tag Team match coming up at SummerSlam is going to have a claim as well to the Tag Team Championships.
And his opponents, first, from Miami, Florida, weighing in at 259 pounds,
MVP. And we know coming up at SummerSlam Throwback, which is going to be our Patreon exclusive show, we have the tribute to TLC, the SummerSlam 2000 match, and the participants to be named, to be determined, but it's going to be a triple threat tag team TLC match as part of SummerSlam Throwback. It's going to be the old school SummerSlam arena, British Bulldog versus Bret Hart for the Classic Intercontinental Championship, Hogan versus Michaels 2, the triple threat TLC, and Brock Lesnar in the First Blood match. You don't want to miss that. That is going to be just before SummerSlam. It's going to be SummerSlam Throwback, and it will be exclusively on Patreon for our patrons. And here comes the Irish Ace, Jordan Devlin, who, what a run that he has had, and you have to imagine it's only a matter of time before he wins championship gold here in the WWE. He has been on a tear since he made his jump to the main roster. And here we go, Devlin and MVP starting things off. Woods coming in, swinging away. Wonder if the conspiracy feels it's a conspiracy. They're not involved in this. They don't really have a third man. We actually had plans to add a third lady into the group. I had some plans for that, but because we do tornado tag team matches, you can't have a manager at ringside in this game for some reason, so those plans were kind of scrapped for the time being, but I don't know. Maybe we'll add it back in. I haven't decided yet. So here we go. Triple threat kicking off SmackDown. We also have the main event. AJ Styles versus Seth Rollins, the Intercontinental Championship Tournament Finals. And we now know that the Intercontinental Championship match, Edge versus either Rollins or Styles, is going to take place next time on SmackDown. So that will be the main event of SmackDown, either Edge versus Rollins. And that is to give Edge a little bit of a, it's kind of a huge championship defense that he's got coming up, the Hell in a Cell Part 2 with Mustafa Ali. And we want him as WWE to be well rested. So that Intercontinental Championship match will happen on SmackDown. As some of you guys in the chat leaving your predictions, Xavier Woods. Why do you guys think Woods is going to take this? Even though Devlin's been on quite the winning streak as of late, you guys going all in on Woods. Up, up, down, down, fellow YouTuber, Xavier Woods. MVP now, just going to town on Jordan Devlin. And submission locked in, but boy, he's right in the ropes, and the referee, boy, Devlin could not have his hand any more on the ropes than he does right there, and the referee did not call for a break. That, well, that's some rough officiating right there. Devlin put the foot right across the throat of Mr. Porter. Tripped up. And a huge boot. Speaking of boots, down goes Xavier Woods. Stomping on the elbow there. And Devlin, the standing flux capacitor. And Xavier Woods breaks that one up. Oh, he caught him right in the face with that chop. And again, Woods hitting Devlin right in the throat. I believe this is the first time we've seen MVP in action since Extreme Rules, right? Not often you see the leader of the Hurt Business in the ring. And MVP stacking him up right now. And look at MVP. Oh my God. MVP dominating this thing right now. And he might be going for a little ball and leg drop here, perhaps. Yeah, there he goes, MVP. Oh, where's the crowd? The crowd was quiet on that one. Drops the elbow, actually. I said leg drop. It was the elbow. And there it is. That was enough to take down Devlin. So MVP kind of came in with a bit of a fury there, dominant. And the Hurt Business, they get the win here in this triple threat. Not only that, but you guys saw the Fatal 4-Way on Raw that was won by Angelo Dawkins. The Hurt Business picking up the momentum here.
Here is your winner, MVP.
You guys keeping up with the Vikings Saints games right now? I was watching a little bit of it before I started streaming. Saints got their cool new black helmets. I like those unis. They look good. The Vikings going all purple. But MVP getting the win, and the Hurt Business, they're in big business right now. That's kicking off Friday Night SmackDown. So we got Rollins and Styles to come, and we got Damien Priest versus The Undertaker in our Patreon exclusive match. Let's see what we got here. This one's kind of interesting here. Strong and Sheamus. That could be a hard-hitting battle. We haven't really seen much of Sheamus as of late. You know, we usually go in and modify some of the matches, and we'll probably do that as we go along. Because we're not going to do all 8 matches. Usually SmackDown's about 6 matches or so. You know what? I'm going to switch this up a little bit. Instead of Roderick Strong, we want to see a little bit of Bobby Roode in action, right? We want to see Roode because Bobby Roode's got his big match with Ric Flair, and they've I guess his name's Robert Roode. I always forget it. Robert Roode, Bobby Roode, what do they put him in the game as? But Roode and Ric Flair, you know, they've been kind of John at each other as of late. Much has Dolph Ziggler and Shawn Michaels. And so we're going to see both those matches coming up at SummerSlam. But for Roode, it was a career-defining moment. It was the breakup of the Dirty Dogs, or more so, Robert Roode leaving the group, and Diesel and Dolph Ziggler continuing on as the dudes with attitude. Obviously, Shawn Michaels doesn't quite like, you know, kind of like a Road Warrior situation, Power Warrior, like, wait a minute, that's our thing. So that's going to lead to the Shawn Michaels Dolph Ziggler battle at SummerSlam, but also Robert Roode getting the win. And Ric Flair, you know how Ric Flair is. We all love the Nates, but you know Ric Flair gets on his podcast. Ric Flair likes to talk. Ric Flair, you know, he's got his woo wings. He likes to take his shots. And he was kind of talking a little bit about the question came up, you know, on the podcast about the comparisons of Bobby Roode to Ric Flair. You got the robe, you got a little bit of the strut, and the fact that, you know, Bobby Roode, a former member of Fortune, and Ric Flair kind of dismissed Bobby Roode as a guy that, you know, hasn't quite done what Flair has. Flair is 16-time heavyweight champion. Bobby Roode only won the one TNA championship, and he hasn't quite gotten to that next level. He's an NXT champion, if you consider that a world championship. You can call him a two-time world champion. And that kind of led to the back and forth between Roode and Flair, and the match was signed for SummerSlam. Coming up at SummerSlam, Robert Roode, Ric Flair. Hello, Steven. Welcome into the chat, my friend. But this should be a good test here. I think Sheamus, longtime friend of Nature Boy Ric Flair. They've had their past, and I think Flair always respected what Sheamus can do in the ring. Their paths cross just slightly. Sheamus coming into the WWE as Flair's getting ready to go out. But, you know, there's a long respect here. Sheamus recently fighting with Drew McIntyre over the 24/7 championship. And speaking of Drew McIntyre, we're going to see the ambulance match at SummerSlam. Drew McIntyre versus the Big Boss Man. So here we go. Roode and Sheamus on this Denver, Colorado edition of SmackDown, and Roode coming in with the clothesline. And this is going to be a hard-hitting battle. You guys saw what Roode could do in the street fight. If you guys didn't see the street fight, you'll need to check it out. It is up in the archives here on YouTube. Check out the episode of the street fight between Robert Roode and Sheamus. What a battle that one was. And that led to Robert Roode kind of going out on his own here. And you can already see it now, the battle. Robert Roode giving up some size to Sheamus. Sheamus deceivingly big until you see him lined up here against Robert Roode. But Roode still taking it to him. And now Sheamus. He's got up Robert Roode. Steven says Sheamus to be the manager of Ric Flair. I don't know if Ric Flair wants to come back full-time or not. He might be one of our part-timers, but could be, you know, there could be a friendship there that's brewing. We'll see how this match turns out as Sheamus heads to the top, and Robert Roode just barely kind of getting out of the way. Double axe handle there for the Glorious One. That's a good way to break a wrist as Robert Roode stomping away onto Sheamus. There's a nice elbow drop. That was like Andre the Giant style. Submission here locked in by Roode. Roode kind of all over the Celtic Warrior early on in this contest. Sheamus clubbing blow, misses. And here comes Roode. Sheamus answering back, forearm rocking the Glorious One. And Sheamus has him up. Guillotine right across the top rope there. And an elbow drop, a return elbow drop for Sheamus. You're not going to see between these two a lot of technical holds. You're not going to see any high flying. This is just going to be a fight. This is going to be a fight between these two. That's the most you're going to get out of holds right there, is what Sheamus attempted. And here comes Robert Roode answering right back. Well, Robert Roode tried to go a little high risk there, and Sheamus has him up. He's just going to hold him. Look at this. Showing off a little bit. Oh my God, look at this. It's like Bandito out there, then drops him. Letting all the blood rush to the head. And then dropping him with the suplex. Now Sheamus, he wants to get a little bloodshed right now on Robert Roode. Just hammering away, point blank punches right to the skull. And now he picks him up. Is it going to be the Celtic Cross? He nails it onto Roode. But Roode kicks out. He came out a little early with that Celtic Cross. And Roode able to kick out. Oh, Roode. Wait a minute, the counter. Roode gets it. Staggering Sheamus into the corner. And here comes Bobby Roode. Look at Bobby Roode getting fired up here. Sheamus catches him. Leg whip. And Roode, look at Roode. He turns Sheamus and hammers away. Bobby Roode getting pumped up right now. He's waiting for Sheamus. He's got him. Glorious DDT. Could that be it for the Celtic Warrior? No, Sheamus. Kick it out at a count of 2. My goodness. Bobby Roode. Oh, elbow. Brogue kick, ducked under. Oh, but he walked right into it. Another Celtic Cross onto Bobby Roode. Oh, you know, he kicked out again. I was going to say, if Sheamus got the win here, that you knew Flair was going to do a lot of talking on his podcast. There's the Brogue kick. That might do it. And this might just add fuel. Oh, Bobby Roode again. And he's not even getting 2 counts here. Celtic Cross, Brogue kick. Bobby Roode is kicking out of everything. Oh, my goodness. He has proven the doubters wrong right now. Bobby Roode, quick cover here onto Sheamus. Sheamus kicking out at a count of 2. We still got Rollins and Styles tonight. We got Undertaker and Damien Priest as our bonus Patreon dark match. Sheamus getting rocked right now. And one more time, a glorious DDT onto the Celtic Warrior. And another 2. What a fight. What a fight right now. What a fight. Uh-oh, we're getting spammed. We're getting spammed. Don't click on that link, everybody. That's dangerous stuff. Blocked by Sheamus. Counter by Roode. Oh, big clubbing blow from behind. He must have heard I was keeping up with the NFL game. Spine buster. What a fight right now. And another kick out by Sheamus. Well, we said these guys weren't high flyers. Roode's going to take the risk. Oh, and he about blows out his knee. That could be a big, big misfire by Robert Roode. Sheamus, powerbomb. Again, Robert Roode kicking out. Clothesline, nails it. I'd like to see these guys go at it again. You know, we got Clash at the Champions coming up at the next pay-per-view. Well, we got the G1 Supercard first. Then we got Clash of the Champions. I'd like to see a return match. Robert Roode and Sheamus. This is a battle right here. Sheamus now, and Roode, is he going to hit a third glorious DD? No, this time he's going to switch it up. A little pump handle action here. And he nails it. A victory for Robert Roode. What a contest. Robert Roode picking up momentum as we head into SummerSlam. Robert Roode versus Nature Boy Ric Flair. about that matchup? I'm going to type in the chat. What a match. So there you go, Robert Roode. What do you guys think of that fight? Thank you to the new subscribers. We're pushing. We're up to, we got, I think, 3 new subscribers already in this chat. So thank you guys that are tuning in. All right, what do we want to do here for this match? Let's look at our, I'm going to pull up my notes here. And I'm going to look at the card. Let's see if we can have another little SummerSlam preview here. I should type in the official 4-way tag team match. So that'll be officially official. Let's get the dudes with attitudes in action here. You know, I saw the Viking Raiders down the line. Let's get a little tag team match. We had the Bobby Roode battle there, and we know that Shawn Michaels coming up is going to be in action against Dolph Ziggler. Actually, you know what? In light of what we saw, instead of the Viking Raiders, let's put Typhoon and Earthquake in this mix, because there's a lot of interesting stuff that happened, along with Killshot being in the mix here. So we're going to do the dudes with attitudes up against the Natural Disasters. And you know that, as we said, Shawn Michaels is going to be watching. In fact, I believe Shawn Michaels is here tonight up in one of the presents. Look at all the red. There's a rivalry here, an unspoken rivalry. So Shawn Michaels, Killshot, they're all involved. What an interesting, this is what Universe Mode is all about, folks. I mean, what an interesting battle. Only here on Universe Mode, you're going to have a battle between the Natural Disasters, Diesel, Ziggler. You got Killshot, Shawn Michaels all involved. I'm going to do a quick football score check here. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. And it is 13-7 Vikings with the lead over the New Orleans Saints. Saints dealing with a lot of injuries today. All right, let's jump into it. There's the dudes with attitude.
Is a tornado tag team match on the way to the ring at a combined weight of 535 pounds. Big Daddy Cool Diesel and Dolph Ziggler, dudes with attitude.
Dudes with attitude. This is going to be an interesting one. Because as we said, the Natural Disasters have been on a tear lately. Did we see this match recently? Again, it's been a while because of my cold, and I went through Hurricane Ian. So I'm trying to remember if we did this match. Maybe I got to look in the archives. Because there's some reason there's a rivalry brewing here. Let's look into the archives, see what happened on last SmackDown. Boy, we've done a lot of episodes here of this is episode 43 of our Universe Mode. So we're cruising through this thing.
And their opponents, at a combined weight of 703 pounds, the Natural Disasters.
Here comes the Disasters. Killshot won a Fatal 4-Way last time on SmackDown. No, not seeing that match, so... This was a couple SmackDowns ago. Scrolling through. This one's going to start soon, so we won't even be able to... Alright, well, we're in it now. If we did, we're getting it again. Alright, here we go. Dudes with attitudes, Natural Disasters. We still have Rollins and Styles coming up. The Intercontinental Championship #1 contenders battle. And we still got Patreon exclusive match, Damien Priest and The Undertaker, and that is a direct result. You're going to start seeing a lot more storylines that are part of our dark matches on Patreon, and a direct result of that 8-man tag team match is leading to this battle between Damien Priest and The Undertaker, because Damien Priest was run through the Legends Gauntlet on that Raw Dark match. Maybe we just call it Raw Dark, SmackDown Dark, or WWE Dark, right? A little AEW. We can start calling it that. Be like its own mini show, right? Ziggler, look at Typhoon getting sent up and over, and look at Diesel. Oh my God, the strength of Big Daddy Cool. Can the Natural Disasters continue their big winning streak here? Or will the dudes with attitudes get the win? Try to... And it's more so, from what I understand, not even a respect thing with Diesel and Killshot. It was just the fact that Typhoon got involved after the match that Diesel was not a fan of. That he was like, wait a minute, this is my business here. So I figure this is maybe be the blow-off to that, and then we'll see whatever business the Natural Disasters and Killshot have, why that situation has blown up to the degree that it has. Of course, we will be announcing after SummerSlam the official card for the G1 Super Card. We'll, I don't know, maybe we'll post that on Twitter first. Try to get some of you guys to follow us on Twitter. We'll post the exclusive G1 Super Card, because it's going to happen 2 weeks after SummerSlam. And then we'll, of course, make the formal announcement next time we stream with you guys. Big Enziguri kick there by Dolph Ziggler. We were talking about the strength of Diesel, strength of Earthquake. My goodness, down goes Earthquake. I was hearing too that the oddities. I heard Earthquake was hanging out with Golga the other day. Maybe we'll see Golga pop back up in WWE. It's been a while. He had quite the run. He was pretty unstoppable. Golga, Kurgan. Maybe that'll be a new member of the Natural Disasters. Earthquake, Typhoon, and Golga, right? Oh, big splash there. Earthquake now. Cover onto Ziggler, and Big Daddy Cool breaking that one up. Oh, the Earthquake splash. He's into the cover, and unless Diesel breaks this one up, and he does, Ziggler's in a bad, bad way. Earthquake. A one-man wrecking crew out there. I thought he's going to... is he going to throw Diesel? I think he was trying to throw Diesel over the top rope, but Diesel's strength a little too much, and Earthquake just gets thrown. Holy smokes. Ziggler back up to his feet, drop kick. Down goes the mighty Earthquake. Jumping DDT. Earthquake is rocked right now. And just stepping across Ziggler. Oh! He was going for the Earthquake splash again. Ziggler got out of the way. And Earthquake, he about bruised up his coccyx bone. Wait a minute, that was a super kick. That was a little sweet chin music right there. And the dudes with attitudes with the sweet chin music, a little message to Shawn Michaels. And a huge win considering the tear and the run that the Natural Disasters have been on. It was the missed splash, the bruised coccyx, and then Dolph Ziggler hit. There it was, a little sweet chin music. And that should put a capper not only on the situation that happened between Diesel and Typhoon on Raw, but it's going to put Dolph Ziggler one-on-one, a collision course with Shawn Michaels, the Heartbreak Kid. My goodness. How about that? Good stuff happening right now on SmackDown. We're getting close to the end here. We got 3 matches left. And I think up next, we need to see the Queen in action. We need to see Charlotte Flair miss Money in the Bank. Well, actually, they're wanting us to do a tag match. Let's do that. Let's do a little tag match. We got the Riot Squad and Thunder Rock. Let's switch this up a little bit. We don't want to put, because the Riot Squad, they got their battle. They're battling it out right now with they have their rivalry with Retribution. We might see something with that on main event, so stay tuned for that. As Shotzi Rhea, they got the win over Retribution. We have not seen Kiwi Glow in some time, so we're gonna put Naomi and Dakota Kai in the mix here, and we're gonna get. I need to switch this to a tornado match because, you know, we do tornado rules here. That's what we do. That was the Adam Pearce decree, of course. As you got, oh, it is a tornado tag. I guess I did pick tornado tag. Perfect. So Kiwi Glow versus the #1 contenders to the WWE Tag Team Championship, Thunder Rock, Io Shirai and Mayu Iwatani. Should be a good battle here. Of course, up next, Charlotte Flair will be in action. Miss Money in the Bank. And then the main event, Styles versus Rollins, #1 contender to the Intercontinental Championship. And then coming up right after that, exclusive for our patrons. If you're already signed up, if you're already a Patreon, patreon.com/tvsports27, you get this for free. It's going to be uploaded hopefully a lot sooner than the 8-man tag. YouTube had some rough moments there. But it will be Damien Priest versus the Undertaker as our Patreon exclusive WWE Dark. Maybe we'll just start calling it that. This would be, I guess, our 4th Dark match, right? Because we did the Backstage Brawl, and then we had the Hell in a Cell, and then we had the 8-man. Yeah, so this would be WWE Dark #4. So maybe we'll start calling it that. But for now, here comes Kiwi Glow, Dakota Kai and Naomi. Maybe we need to give Dakota Kai a little glow-in-the-dark outfit.
Tornado tag team match. On the way to the ring, Naomi and Dakota Kai.
Kiwi Glow making their way out to the ring here to do battle with the #1 contenders to the Women's Tag Team Championships.
And their opponents.
This is Thunder Rock. Yes, WWE Dark, Steven. I don't know if you're a part of our Patreon or not, but if you're not, all the past WWE Darks are up there right now. But I think that is going to be the name of our new show. We have the Backstage Brawl between Drew McIntyre and Big Boss Man. That was WWE Dark 1. WWE Dark 2 was the 6-man Hell in a Cell between members of the Usos and Edge against Retribution. No Retribution on the show tonight. They have been conspicuous by their absence. And then WWE Dark 3 was Goldberg, Hogan, Cena, and Undertaker in the 8-man tag team matchup. But here we go. We heard Michael Cole mention Triple Tails on WWE. Well, this is Thunder Rock. This is Io Shirai, Mayu Iwatani, and they are the #1 contenders to the WWE Women's Tag Team Championships. They'll be taking on Generation Now of Natalya and Tamina coming up at SummerSlam. But they got a test here, and, you know, nothing is for sure. If Kiwi Glow gets the win, you would imagine that Adam Pearce is going to make that move and turn that match into a triple threat match for the Women's Tag Team Championship. So, oh my God, Naomi coming in. Big senton splash onto Io Shirai. My goodness. So, yeah, so they got to keep the momentum up. They got to keep winning. Naomi heading up top. Big splash from the top onto Io Shirai. Collar elbow tie up here. And Naomi, backbreaker. Mayu Iwatani with the crossbody springboard. Crossbody taking down Dakota Kai. Now Iwatani off the top. Did you guys see what happened to Mayu at Stardom Showcase Volume 2? Did you guys see? She went down about 200 flights of steps. Did you guys see that? Go check that out, or maybe search the GIF. It's got to be somewhere on Twitter. If not, go sign up for Stardom World or something, because it's up there. But my goodness, I don't know how she survived that. What an intense, insane match. It was Mayu Iwatani, Azumi, Maika, and Ram Kaicho in a 4-way Falls Count Anywhere match that ended with more than one person winning. I'd never seen that before. So go check that out, Stardom World. Oh, Naomi blocking the drop kick. Dakota Kai, Naomi rolling through, and Dakota Kai taking down Mayu Iwatani. Thunder Rock getting it taken to him right now by Kiwi Glow. Shirai kicks out, and Dakota Kai with those kicks, those Kiwi kicks right now to Iwatani. You got Iwatani pinned, and could this turn into a triple threat match at SummerSlam? No, Mayu is going to kick out. Oh my God, right now Kiwi Glow has come out with a fury. Rear view and the cover. Shirai kicks out. Iwatani kicks out. They're staying alive, but Thunder Rock, they're having a hell of a time right now. Big double stomp by Io Shirai, and now Shirai coming in, just trying to slow the momentum right now. What an effort by Kiwi Glow to the #1 contenders. And Shirai into a cover. Naomi coming in and breaking that one up. Snapmare takedown. Big stomp to the back of the head and standing moonsault by Io Shirai. Referee, for the love of God, get in position, man. We got Dakota Kai heading up top. And Shirai going for another one of those covers. Kick out by Naomi. Shirai headed up top now. And it is going to be moonsault time. She nails it. Dakota Kai, though, just getting in there to break this one up. Io Shirai, double underhook. Tiger driver. And Dakota Kai kicks out. Thunder Rock has fought their way back into this one. Irish whip into the buckle. Dakota Kai. Oh, wait a minute. Dakota Kai, she was going for the big running kick, and she got tied up in the corner with Naomi and Mayu Iwatani, and that could end up costing Dakota Kai right here, as Io Shirai is lining up for another one of her famous moonsaults, and she's got it into the cover, but Mayu just cannot keep the opposition away. I think Shirai's had this match won a number of times. Naomi's got her up. Wait a minute. And there's the kick. But it didn't do anything. What resilience from Io Shirai. Big super kick from Mayu Iwatani. Holy smokes. Oh, it's a rope break for Dakota Kai. Referee didn't see Jordan Devlin's earlier. He saw that one. A crossface locked in by Io Shirai onto Naomi. Naomi's in a bad way right now. No, Dakota Kai breaks it up. Off the top. Iwatani. She didn't get all of it. Uppercut. Dakota Kai, uppercut right there by Io Shirai. What a fight. Into the ropes, up and over. Smart move by Io Shirai right now, making this a 2-on-1. Naomi fighting out of it. Iwatani fighting on Naomi. Dakota Kai, though, right back in. Drop kick. Iwatani, cover. Dakota Kai breaks it up. This is your match of the night so far. Here comes Dakota Kai, and again, the running kick ended up being a disaster. She runs into her tag team partner. Double stop missed by Mayu Iwatani. But they're having a hard time with these running moves, are they not? Back elbow by Naomi. Phelps are about to give this one as much as he gave WWE Dark. 5 stars on the horizon. 4.5 right now. Rear view. This could be it, folks. Mayu Iwatani breaks it up, and Thunder Rock survives. They are trying desperately for their match not to turn into a triple threat. Naomi's going to lock in a submission right here. It is not looking good. And Thunder Rock goes down. Io Shirai can't hold on. What an effort by Kiwi Glow. And we have a triple threat match now official at SummerSlam. Wow. Kiwi Glow comes in. Thunder Rock did all they could to fight out of it. So now we have a triple threat women's championship match. We have a triple threat women's tag team championship match. Unbelievable. What a win for Kiwi Glow. We were just talking about how we haven't seen Kiwi Glow on the channel in quite some time. They've made their presence felt. And now they are right back in the mix. My goodness. Hell of a match. All right. Let's see the Queen in action next. Miss Money in the Bank. Who are we gonna put Charlotte Flair up against? Let's see. We haven't seen Alexa or Nikki in some time on the channel here. Do one of them. We could do an enhancement match, if you will. Alba Fire. No, we haven't seen Mandy Rose in some time. Let's get Mandy Rose Mandy Rose in the mix here. Against Miss Money in the Bank. Of course, Toxic Attraction, Mandy Rose, and Sonya Deville. And we'll go ahead and set up our main event while we're here. It is going to be the big one. AJ Styles versus Seth Rollins. #1 contenders match to the Intercontinental Championship. And that Intercontinental Championship match will take place on the next episode of SmackDown. So get ready for that. There he is. Good Lord. Like, where's Seth at? All right, and then, of course, we will conclude it. Coming up, WWE Dark. It will be Undertaker versus Damien Priest. right, here we go. Charlotte Flair, Miss Money in the Bank, continuing to as we said, raise the prestige of the briefcase.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from Yorktown Heights, New York, the Superstar.
Mandy Rose of Toxic Attraction, another one of the tag teams here in WWE for the women's division. Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville.
And from the Queen City, Charlotte Flair.
Of course, you'd like to have her come out with the Money in the Bank briefcase, but the game does not allow you enough championship slots to do that. Let's get this one underway. Flair and Mandy Rose. And what a win it would be for Mandy Rose, too. If she can come in much like Kiwi Glow. It's another Team Toxic Attraction that hasn't had much TV time, if you will. And a big win here for Mandy Rose. That could raise their value quite a bit, especially a win over Miss Money in the Bank. Charlotte Flair coming in, dominating right now. Of course, Charlotte Flair winning the women's side of Lethal Lottery Money in the Bank, including with that victory. What a drop kick by Mandy Rose. Of course, in real life, Mandy Rose had quite the run as NXT Women's Champion. Oh my God, Charlotte Flair. What punches. Mandy Rose able to power out, but Flair about rocked Mandy Rose with that punch right there, did she not? My goodness. Charlotte headed to the top. And Mandy's in a bad way, but Charlotte, that's how Earthquake lost. Bruce Coccyx. Wait a minute, back elbow. Judas effect. Nope. He's got her there. Oh, neck breaker. Neck off the back of the knee. Stomping, shattering the elbow. Not shattering the orbital bone. Just shatter everything, right? My goodness. Holy smokes. Well, we're starting to see why Charlotte is the queen right now, why she is Miss Money in the Bank. And she's taking it to Mandy Rose. Big boot. Mandy Rose just barely kicking out at a count of 2. Elbow right to the top of the skull. Oh my God, Mandy can't even get going in this one. And here comes the figure 8. Locked in, domination by the queen, Charlotte Flair. And that's it. Mandy Rose has given up. Miss Money in the Bank, victorious. No doubt about it. My goodness. Wow. Well, if there are any doubts, I mean, unfortunately for if you're a Toxic Attraction fan, they did not come in with the same fury and vigor as Kiwi Glow. But if you had any doubts about Charlotte Flair, Miss Money in the Bank, there's answered right there. She said she's going to cash in at WrestleMania. We will have to see. That is what they say. All right, main event time. Are you guys ready? AJ Styles versus Seth Rollins, and then WWE Dark, exclusively on Patreon. If you're already a patron, you get it for free. It's right there. It's going to be uploaded. If you're not a patron, sign up. We got a couple different levels, but $5 will get you in the door. And you will get to see Undertaker versus Damien Priest. And, of course, Undertaker is going to be in action at SummerSlam, as it will be Undertaker, Goldberg, Hulk Hogan, and John Cena teaming up to take on T-Bar, Mace, Slapjack, and Machine of Retribution. Nothing from Retribution yet tonight. They've been quiet. Maybe we'll see them pop up on WWE Dark. I don't know. Of course, we're still continuing to find our new boss of WWE, Mr. McMahon, announcing his sudden retirement unexpectedly. Some people speculate it has something to do with a lockbox, something to do with Retribution, has something to do with Ali, you know, the hacker himself. We don't know. But right now, Adam Pearce has kind of been running things. I do understand, though, that we may be having an interim WWE president joining us shortly after SummerSlam, and it's someone that ran WWE in the past. It's someone that has a lot of experience, from what I understand, running WWE, and that they will be in charge until we find our new owner of WWE. So that should be interesting. And who is that? Let the speculation begin. Leave your thoughts in the comments down below. Who do you think this interim president is going to be? Who is somebody that's run WWE before? I mean, Vincent J. McMahon? I mean, who has more power of running WWE besides Vince McMahon himself? I don't know.
And his opponent from Davenport, Iowa, weighing in at 217 pounds, Seth Rollins.
Brady Man. Welcome, Brady Man. Glad to have you here. Glad to have you back. No apologies needed. This should be a good one. Seth Rollins pinned last time out on SmackDown, or on Raw, I should say. So a little momentum stolen away. KJ thinks that Triple H is going to be the new owner of WWE, or is going to be the interim president. We'll see. So we'll see if Seth Rollins can bounce back, but this is the finals, the Intercontinental Championship tournament that's been happening all month long here in Universe mode. Rollins has AJ face first into the buckle. My goodness. And now Rollins kicking away at the leg. Tie up here. Taking it right now to AJ Styles. Big running knee. You believe that? So far, it's all Seth Rollins in this one. Your co-main event, we still have Undertaker, Damien Priest coming up after the show goes off the air. WWE Dark as part of our Patreon exclusive series. And AJ Styles, we continue to show our thank you to our patrons as a thank you for our patrons supporting the channel monthly with their patron subscriptions. We show you a thank you by giving you a bunch of exclusive bonus content. Just our way of saying thank you for helping keep this channel going each and every week. You guys are the best. And again, the poll is up. If you're a mega fan or an ultra fan, you can let us know what you want to see on the channel this month. And whatever you guys say you want to see on the channel, that's what we're going to bring to you most of all. We got a little hockey coming on the channel because we're headed to the Stanley Cup Finals, which I honestly cannot believe that we pulled that off. Red Wings and Oilers coming up on the channel, as well as a lot more football coming your way. Tom Brady's second season in baseball coming to a close soon. A lot of good stuff coming up on the month of October. But you guys let me know what you want to see on the channel over on Patreon if you're a Mega fan or an Ultra fan. And Seth Rollins, oh my God, he is going to break AJ's face with these knee blasts. Over and over, just blasting AJ in the face with these knees. This is unbelievable. Over and over and over. And AJ ducking under. I'm surprised AJ doesn't have a broken nose right now. Denver, Colorado here on SmackDown. That neck breaker on the floor isn't going to feel good for Seth Rollins. Seth freaking Rollins. Freaking Deacon. Referee putting in the count. What happens if this goes to a double count out? Do we get another triple threat? Pele kick. He crushed his vertebrae right there. I think AJ wanted to get Rollins back in the ring. That was his effort. And Rollins hit the apron and went down. Styles saying, come on, Rollins. Can't break my nose. Let's go. AJ Styles flying outside the ring. Taking down Rollins. Rollins is sitting duck right there. And back into the ring. But Rollins answering. Coming in. You lost power too, KJ? I'm sorry to hear that, my friend. Yeah. I know a lot of folks in my city are still without power from Hurricane Ian. I was one of the lucky ones. Like I said, I was at work from Tuesday pretty much all the way through Thursday. So for about 3 days, I spent the night at work. So I was not at home when my power was out. So I didn't have any power outage suffering other than I know I did lose power because I had to throw out all my food in my fridge. But yeah. Very thankful for that, but there's still a lot of places around town. You know, check out Reddit. There's a Sarasota Reddit page if you want to see what some of the folks are saying. The flooding, a lot of the bridges that are cut off, people that live on the island communities. And AJ Styles just barely kicking out of that curb stomp. My goodness. Rollins. He misses that one. Styles. He's a little woozy, but he's staying in this thing. Big clothesline, but a phenomenal one. Styles gets rocked with the forearm blow by Rollins. And Seth Rollins picks him up and drops him. Oh, that's good. Yeah, my work has a generator too. So that's what made us able to stay powered on. I know a lot of people were first-time generator buyers. It could be dangerous, but glad that you had a generator and were able to get through that. Like I said, I consider myself one of the lucky ones. I should maybe post some more pictures. My buddy sent me a picture. There's a Walmart sign that's completely like tipped over in the middle of the road. I went to Walmart yesterday to return something. I bought a sleeping bag to sleep at work, and it was terrible quality. It was very thin, so I returned it. It was terrible. I didn't even use it. And everything at Walmart was gone. Like, all the food was sold out. I guess people are trying to replenish their refrigerator from throwing out all their food because Walmart was empty. Here comes Seth Rollins. Another curb stomp. And it could be Rollins answering the call. He got pinned on Raw. And he will take on Edge. Seth Rollins versus Edge. Intercontinental Championship coming up on SmackDown next week. Rollins versus Edge. Intercontinental Championship match. Friday Night SmackDown on Universe mode. Rollins didn't let the pinfall deter him. He gets the win. And that is going to do it for this episode of SmackDown. We got main event next time, but don't go anywhere if you are part of our Patreon. WWE Dark is coming your way. Undertaker versus Damien Priest exclusively on Patreon. It is WWE Dark, and it's a direct result of what happened on our last episode of WWE Dark. Undertaker versus Damien. A bit of a dream match, right? I mean, Damien Priest kind of cut from that same cloth as The Undertaker a little bit. And you're going to get to see it exclusively on Patreon. WWE Dark coming your way next. So stay tuned for that. We'll get a little preview of main event. And then we got NXT Bash at the Beach coming your way. A little NXT flavor right here. We got Ali and Titus O'Neil. That can be interesting. Right there. Matt Riddle and Apollo Crews. And Omos and AJ. Wow. Hey. We'll see. All right, guys. As I said, stay tuned. It'll be up hopefully within 30 minutes. Patreon.com/TBSports27. It's WWE Dark episode number... I guess this would be episode 4. Yeah, episode 4, right? Episode 4, WWE Dark. The Undertaker versus Damien Priest, exclusively on Patreon. Thank you guys all for tuning in. Glad to have you. Thank you to the new subscribers. Follow us here on YouTube, on Twitter, and on Patreon. And we'll see you guys over on Patreon for WWE Dark. See you guys later.